Tube Review.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, our next comedian will be doing a set in front of me in Carrington, North Dakota on Friday, which I believe is the 12th. And that's his first professional stand-up gig. So we're very excited. So please welcome Tony Tubes.
Yeah!
You hear me in the back? Hello? Okay. What's up? This mic stand and me got problems. We've had problems since day one. Don't put that over there. Hello? Okay. I got my notes here too, sorry, but... Sorry, but, you know, my brain kind of goes up into smoke a little bit sometimes, so... but yeah, who watched that Super Bowl? Woo. Woo. Yeah, man, the Super Bowl, I mean, I'm not going to talk about the game because the game sucked. I'm not going to talk about the commercials. Commercials suck. And then I watched that halftime performance. I'm going to get real with you guys here for a minute. It's going to be serious for just a second. But this is Super Bowl 50. Where was it taking place at? San Francisco. Fuck, come on. San Francisco, 50 years of football, San Francisco. Guess what band came from San Francisco and started 50 fucking years ago? The Grateful Dead. Nobody? Nobody's gonna clap for the Grateful Dead? Clap. Okay? The Grateful Dead. They should have been on that goddamn stage, and that's all there is to it. No, who do we get? We got Beyonce. Yeah, and all her clothes that she should have been wearing. I don't know. I haven't really got that chick, but Coldplay, and Coldplay songs all sound the same. Oh, they are fucking lame singing. But I know, dude, he's trying, like, they're trying to be like the new U2 and shit, and, you know, Bono hasn't found what he's looking for. That fuck still, he can't find it. And he will never find it. And then you had Bruno Mars, and I don't know anything about Bruno Mars, but all I know is that he looks like a Michael Jackson Barbie doll from 1983. Like, you know, if you bought that one. That's all I have to say about the Super Bowl, but no, Spencer's Dobson, I can't see anything. Wherever he's at, he's right there. Spencer said, yeah, we're going to go and do some stand-up in Rodney, Carrington, North Dakota. And that should be really, really interesting. And I'm sitting there thinking, okay, well, I got to come up with a set, you know, that goes along with North Dakota. I got to kind of, you know, I don't know North Dakotans really well or anything, so I have to appeal to these people. And then I realized, what the fuck? I lost my virginity in North Dakota. That should be fun, right? Okay, so, oh man, I lost it hard too. I gave it to her hard for a few minutes. And like, it was weird, like 10 feet from my dad in the other room. I was listening to Eric Clapton's Blue Eyes Blue. That's a sad song. I'll tell you what. But no, dude, but it's funny because right before we moved to Jamestown, it was Jamestown we moved to Jamestown, and right before that, my dad and I were watching David Letterman, and he had a top 10 list. It was top 10 teen pregnancy capitals of the United States of America. And guess what number 1 was? Jamestown, North Dakota. So you can imagine what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, I'm gonna get some pussy when I go up here, 14 years old. I'm gonna get me some, and I did. Didn't take me too long either. I was only there for 9 months, so didn't take me that long. But yeah, dude, so, you know, that's something. I come from I live in a small town. I live in Redfield. How many people live in Redfield? 1. And me. Yeah. Nobody wants to live in Redfield, man. And it's, you know that you're in a small town when the cars, or the golf carts, the ATVs, and the riding lawnmowers outnumber the actual number of automobiles on the road. That's when you know that you're in Redfield. Redfield, South Dakota. The fanciest restaurant in Redfield, South Dakota serves food that comes from a company that serves food to the elementary schools and the jails. That's the fanciest place in Redfield, South Dakota. Redfield, South Dakota, Main Street. where the businesses are, it's 4 blocks. 4 blocks. But yet, they say uptown and downtown. And I don't get that. Because where's up and where's... It's 4 fucking blocks, people. It's 4 blocks. That's all it is. I need to look at my notes. Really quick. Shh. Shh. Just clap. Makes me look better. Oh, that's right. And you know, one thing, I come from progressiveness. You know, I was born in Aberdeen, but then I moved and I spent a lot of time in college towns. Columbia, Missouri, Bloomington, Indiana, Lawrence, Kansas, Manhattan, Kansas, Eau Claire, Wisconsin. All sorts of cool-ass college towns and shit. And there's people who ride bikes in college towns. Bikes. You see people riding bikes all over the place. It's very progressive and stuff. And, you know, in New York City, they just don't want to do, you know, traffic and all that shit. But around here, I've noticed something, that if you're over the age of 12 years old and you're riding a bike, you have probably 2 or 3 Deweys on your record. If you think, look at them sometime, man. And they usually look like me. They're riding their little bikes, got a fucking case of beer under their arm and shit. Yeah, you guys seen those guys, yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you know, another thing about Redfield is all the country music. Everywhere you go is country music, everywhere. And I like some good old country, like, you know, I like bluegrass a lot. I was into the string cheese incident for a long time, and so that I got into bluegrass quite a bit. But this, like Toby Keith, how do you like me now? No, I don't get into Toby's Keith. You know, and then they got that Florida Georgia Line song. Anybody know that song? Cruise. Come on, anybody? Okay, a couple people. But yeah, there's this song from Florida Georgia Line, and they're sitting there driving around with a what the fuck? Driving around in my pickup truck and cruise or some shit, or with my windows down and cruise. And when I heard that song the first time, my daughter dropped a huge dump in her fucking diaper. And she's walking around with it and shit like that. And she kind of gave me that look like, you know what I did. And I'm listening to this song and I was like walking around with a load in her pants. It's poo. I don't know, I just found that funny. Yeah, right? I like making up stuff to different songs and shit like that. But then, you know, Redfield also had an Alco. Anybody know what Alco is? Woo! Alco. Yeah, and they're not Alco anymore now. It's Shopco Hometown. Thank you, Shopco. Right, and but Alco, I realized right when I moved, because I never seen an Alco before, and then I moved to Redfield, and I see an Alco, and my wife explains it to me, and so we go there, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go to Alco, and I'm gonna buy some cat food. All right. And I go in there and I'm like, holy shit, I just spent $90 on cat food, all right. And that's when I realized that ALCO, A-L-C-O, stands for always leave cursing obscenities. Because every single time I walked out of there, I'm like, did I just spend $5 on a pack of Skittles? What the fuck, man? And then another thing is you walk into ALCO, and even if you walk into Shopco Hometown now, I asked my wife, where's the bathroom at? And she's like, well, you have to go through the storeroom. Like, I have to go through the back doors that say no entrance unless you're a fucking employee, and I have to go back there and go to the bathroom? She's like, yep. Okay. So I go back there and I go through these fucking doors, and walls, people, walls, stacked from the floor to the ceiling of Larry the Cable Guy's tater chips. Boxes upon boxes of Larry the Cable Guy's tater chips everywhere. And it's a fucking hedge maze from The Shining and shit. I'm wandering through there and I'm scared and I don't know where I'm going and I really have to take a piss. And so I start getting a little jog on, trying to run through there and shit. I go to the left, it's tater chips, and I go to the right, and it's fucking more tater chips. And I take another left, then I run into this big fucking wall. I run into it, and all these tater chips come falling down on me. And I'm pretty sure they were dill pickle, but they might have been the barbecue spare ribs ones. But anyways, I call that the great tater chip avalanche of 2013. Right there. So yeah, ALCO, it's an amazing place. And another thing that I get in Redfield a lot is dog cocks. Stop, sick fucks. Dog cocks. What that is when you're talking to somebody and you're having a very intellectually nice conversation with them, and then in the middle of the conversation, they say something that makes you realize that they're either a douchebag or a dumbass. And you have to conform your brain at that point in time to know exactly who I'm dealing with and what I have to say to you right now. But no, like I'm sitting there, and they just all immediately just turned into racist McHomophobes in there. And so I'm sitting there at work one day, and we're watching a TV show, and it's the Home and Garden channel, and they have on a show about fixing up houses, and couples buying houses and fixing them up and shit. Excuse me, I gotta get some water. Anyways, couples buying houses and fixing them up. This particular show featured a lesbian couple. Yay for lesbians. Anyways, so I'm just sitting there watching. I'm really getting into it. Well, what the hell are the lesbians gonna do with this breakfast nook? I'm getting into it and shit. And then all of a sudden, the lady sitting next to me goes, "Can we turn this?" "Yeah, sure. What do you want? You turn it to anything but this. We don't need this shoved in our fucking face." And that's when you do a dog cock, where your head just kind of goes. You just kind of look at him like a dog looks at you when he sees you fucking your wife. What the fuck is that? What did you just fucking say? Because, fuck, man. If you're gay, be gay. Have a great gay day and all that stuff. And, get married and do all that shit. I don't give a fuck. You want to do that? Have fun. But then I'm with another guy, and we're watch a lot of TV at my job. We're watching the news, and it's Obama's talking, and he's like, "I don't agree with that." I'm like, "What do you not agree with?" And he's like, "Obama and his policies." I'm like, "What exactly has Obama done, terribly done to this country?" Just wondering. What exactly has he done that's just absolutely terrible? He's like, "Well, he lets them faggots get married. And that means he's not a Christian." Dog cock, right there. What the fuck was that? Where am I right now? Jesus Christ, get me the fuck out of this town. But anyways, the last thing I'm gonna talk about with Redfield is there's a little old lady. And when I first moved into my house, this little old lady drives by my house every fucking day. And she drives about 4 miles an hour. So I just sit there and smoke my cigarette and watch her drive by. And you can see from my house, you can see that her glasses are that fucking thick when she's driving. And so I'm sitting there watching this for months, 6 months, and then I finally realize that she's driving a Ford Focus. Dog cock. So now every time she drives by, focus. 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 Oh, she almost hit that dog. Damn it. But anyways, that's my set. Thank you guys very much. If you guys liked it, check me out on YouTube, Tube Review. Thank you very much. And I'm at Tony Tubes Zer on the Twitter. No.
Tony Tubes, ladies and gentlemen, on the Twitter and the YouTubes.